we're making Pop-Tarts from scratch. I'm Jessica Lugo, aka Bake Me Pretty. And some of you might know me from hanging out with Martha Stewart on Bakeaway Camp. But on this show, we're making store-bought guilty pleasures from scratch. So Pop-Tarts are definitely the one thing you get on the go. And I feel like it's always the go-to snack. It's like always in the cabinet, you're always taking it out and running out the door. It's easy, but for me, I love to take my time eating these because I like to toast them and then let them cool a little bit and then chow down. But my favorite by far is the original. I think it's the original, strawberries. So for the Pop-Tart crust, you're gonna need 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs, 1 cup of unsalted butter, and 1 tablespoon of cold water. So to start, we're going to add the flour, the salt, and the sugar. And now we're gonna pulse it just a few times just so that it's mixed properly. Now we're gonna beat just 1 of the eggs. And then we're gonna throw it into the food processor. And we're gonna pulse that a few times. I already took the time to cut our butter into small cubes. But now we're gonna throw this into the food processor with the water. And now we're gonna pulse. Great, it looks like the dough came together. Now we're gonna lightly flour our surface because we're gonna bring the dough right on over. And now we're just gonna knead the dough a little bit so that it forms a ball. So now that we did the dough, we're gonna put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes to chill. For the strawberry jam, I soaked 1 pound of strawberries overnight in water with 1 cup of sugar. Then I pureed the strawberries in a food processor. Then over medium heat, I allowed the strawberries to slowly come to a boil, and I slowly added a cup of sugar. Once the sugar was dissolved, I added 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. You want this to boil for about 30 minutes. Don't forget to occasionally stir. You'll start to see it come to a syrup-like consistency. And then your jam is ready. While our dough is chilling in the fridge, we're gonna quickly make the icing that goes on top of the Pop-Tart. So you're gonna need 1 cup of powdered sugar and anywhere from 2 to 4 teaspoons of milk. Simple like that. And you're just gonna add everything into a bowl. You wanna make sure that it's a little runny, so I'm just gonna add in my milk a little bit at a time. Just gonna add in a little bit more milk. And there we go, we have the consistency that we want. It's not too thick, but it's also not too runny. That's exactly the consistency that we want. And we're just gonna put this off to the side and we're gonna start with our dough. So now that our dough is ready to be rolled, we're just gonna lightly flour our counter. And now we're gonna roll out the dough to about 1/4 inch thick. We're gonna try to cut this into about 3 by 4 little rectangles. Now we're going to put a dollop of strawberry jam and you're just going to spread it along your little rectangle here. And just make sure that the jam is about 1/2 inch away from the edge. I need to give it a good stretch. And now to make sure that it's sealed completely, we're gonna take a fork and we're gonna press down on the edges. And right now we're just going to add a little slice at the top. This way the heat comes out and the jam doesn't start to flow out the sides. And now we're gonna put this back into the fridge for 30 minutes to chill. Okay, we have chilled our Pop-Tarts for 30 minutes and they're ready to go in the oven. But before we do that, I took that second egg and I beat it, and now I'm gonna use that for an egg wash. The egg wash is gonna help with getting that nice golden color. So now our Pop-Tarts are ready to go right into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes or until golden brown. Those Pop-Tarts, they're like colossal Pop-Tarts, and I ain't mad at it. So we're gonna take our icing and we're just gonna drizzle it all over top. And now that we have the icing on top of our Pop-Tart, we're gonna do my favorite part, the sprinkles. Yes! Ooh, it's raining over here. And there you have it, Pop-Tarts.